Hey, good afternoon. Mike Shea. I'm in my little tiny cubbyhole Lakeland office, and I just got off the phone with one of my sellers. And we've had a bunch of buyer meetings, and she was getting these crazy questions asked of her. Now, she's, mind you, small business. It's a lawn service, owner operator. They could come from Canada and bought the business. And, when they bought it, some of these small businesses, they don't prepare quarterly tax, P&Ls. They basically file a corporate tax return at the end of the year. And when she bought it, that was good enough. She knew there were a couple subcontractors. She looked at the bank statement. She said, good to go, let's close. Now, as a consequence of all the information on the internet and the SMB trainers, the buyers are coming asking for some crazy stuff, for Main Street deals. So for example, I got a question yesterday on a little pizza parlor. The buyer wanted audited financials. Newsflash, audited financials are extremely expensive, like 5 figures. A $200,000 or $500,000 pizza parlor, they pay their accountant maybe $1,500. So the expectations that are being set by these course instructors versus what reality is wildly different. So now we're retraining the buyers to what reality is, and we're frustrating the hell out of the sellers. So the sellers who have good books and records, who have clean tax returns, when that buyer finally gets to reality and they've unlearned what they were taught by the ding-dongs on Instagram, now we're going to be in a position where we can, get a deal done. But we're in this frothy period. So it got me thinking, how the hell did all these buyers put their mouth on this hook? And the reality was people like me had laid down on information, on putting out data on how the market actually worked. We're older, we're in our 50s. Most of us are uncomfortable. I mean, look, I could stand to lose 20 pounds. I'm not as handsome as I used to be. But we allowed the market share of ideas to be consumed by people who are ill-informed. And they monetized it. They made money on it. $5,000 course, $10,000 course, sold you a course, hey, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know how to do it. I'll give you $5,000 or I'll give you $500 or I'll attend a seminar. It's kind of like an Amway soap convention thing going on there, tiered marketing. But they bought it hook, line, and sinker. And we didn't counter with other information. It's kind of like the news media. If you allow the fishbowl to be filled with only a certain amount of information and there's no counterpoint or other perception, then that's reality. And that's the nature of marketing. So, Mike, what's with all the shorts? Well, the Google shorts are going out by me because it's either that or I deal with the uneducated buyer who gets frustrated, then my seller gets mad because I can't sell their deal. So I'm going to have to pour information into the system to counter the nonsense. And it's weird how it works because the logarithm now isn't who's your friend. The logarithm is the interest of the party. There are buyers out there right now asking about entrepreneurship, but the only thing that's on the market is the information of young, flashy Instagram types. So they're consuming it. So the 56-year-old fat white guy is now going to have to pour information into the fishbowl to counter the information from the 35-year-old hot chick. That's what this has devolved to. I can lament about it and I can get evangelical and wish it wasn't the case, but it is the case. So to my fellow business brokers, we have to put out more information and tell the truth. Now, the only redeeming quality is we also have to set the expectations for the seller and control the marketplace and defend what is their best interest, and push back on the buyers and re-educate them in a manner so that they can actually get into the deals and do things right.